Hi, I'm Sara Runez.
And I'm Eric Runez, her husband. So I think collectively, one story that kind of rises to the top for us and probably is the foundation to our faith as a couple, our faith as a family, was the day that our oldest daughter was born. Sara was also diagnosed with leukemia. And so that whole experience of welcoming a child into our family, Hannah, our beautiful new baby daughter, while then being quickly rushed to University of Iowa hospitals so Sara could begin chemotherapy for a month-long treatment.
48 days.
Yeah, where we were living I was living between the hospital and whoever I would stay with in Iowa City, and Sara was there, getting treatment for leukemia.
Yeah, and we both had, we felt the prayers. We knew we were being lifted in prayer. We knew that our faith would sustain us through that time. For me personally, even though that was the case, it was almost a week into treatment where I went from understanding that I was going to be, that I knew that people were caring for me, that God was with me, to a point where I gave it over to God. And I just, I knew that I just let him, I put it in his hands, and I knew that regardless of what happened to me and my medical condition, that I was going to be okay. And so that was kind of that was a big one. We were 23, we were young, brand new parents, and recent college grads, and
Well, I think, again, as I said, a lot of our experience in kind of cementing our faith principles and what we believed in through that time in our early marriage, early adult life, carried forward when we started raising our family, because it helped us share with our family, like, what are the priorities?
And it also was a great way for us to, we moved around a lot in our young adult lives, 2 years here, 3 years there, and everywhere we went, we found a church family. We found and it wasn't always Presbyterian or Methodist, we had UCC, Lutheran. It was a family, a community of individuals who were like-minded, that believed in the same values and the way we wanted to, raise children, and
always had a strong youth program. Like, that was always important for us, and not necessarily that it was going to be a way for them to expand their knowledge about religion or the church, but really just a way for them to have positive, meaningful connections with not only kids, but other generations, and that happens in churches. So that was always important to us. And so, again, it helped our experiences, and now we pass it on to our kids, is that it identifies what's important in life, and having faith experiences and family, that just that's like number one on the list.
Being empty nesters, it's going to be very interesting. But I have friends who have had a really hard time with that, and I find myself kind of excited because our kids are 10 years apart, and both Hannah and Brody had really significant, great experiences growing up in the church, and seeing them now as adults working with real jobs, and Hannah just bought a house, so just things like that. It's just so exciting to see them as adults. And so looking at it from an empty nester point of view, I'm kind of like, you know what, we've really put our kids in a position to, when I say to be successful, I don't mean, I just mean successful in their heart. Like that they were raised in a church community, and so they have those faith values. They have, I don't know.
Yeah, they have a lot of
they have
things
the right
that
roots.
necessary to be instilled in them to be good to other people, be productive, right? And yeah, I'm excited to continue to watch them be young adults.
Yeah.
I think about the empty nester part. Although our household may have fewer people in it now, I think being empty nesters provides us an opportunity to engage with other family members, and our church family is a great opportunity there. We're going to have time to not chase around going to tournaments and all these other things, and find ways that we can give back to the church.
Community that gave so
Yeah.
much to us.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.